Whoa! Hello! Hi! I have this empty space behind my couch and I want to fill it with something. I was thinking maybe a shelf, maybe some kind of room divider, and then the light bulb in my head that turned on, and of course the logical solution, a plant display. We're gonna be building it. We're gonna be installing some new grow lights that I haven't tried out yet, and we're gonna be styling it and making it look all nice and pretty. If that sounds good to you, grab yourself a cozy little beverage and a snack, and let's go. Come over here. I got myself another nice tall VITTSJÖ shelf. I already have a VITTSJÖ plant shelf setup installed, which you've probably seen if you've been on my channel, but if you haven't, I'm gonna insert some footage. And it's gorgeous. It's one of my favorite displays in my whole studio, and I want another one. These were actually on sale, which is always fabulous. So let's go ahead and unbox it. Boop. And we're gonna be installing it, setting it up. I ordered some new grow lights that we will be also trying out later in the video, and I'm very excited about it. Also, this thing is heavy, and I was carrying it all by my lonesome up the stairs, so I'm a little bit out of breath, but hopefully it'll be fine. Okay, let's go ahead and open this. Ta-da! This is the IKEA VITTSJÖ shelf, and of course, like any IKEA furniture, it is very, very easy to assemble. However, I am gonna be following the instruction manuals because it's been some time since I installed my last pair of shelves, so I just want to make sure that I don't mess anything up. They come with these solid pieces on the top and the bottom. One side is black and one side is kind of this dark brownish color, so you can choose which side you want. And on my current shelf, I have the brown side up, so I will be doing the same thing on this one. Now this plant shelf does come with little glass shelves, and I love the glass because it looks very elegant, it looks sleek, it lets in some extra light. However, it is quite a pain to clean, so I was kind of thinking if I want to get another one or not, but honestly, they just look really stunning. They look stunning and they aren't super expensive, so yeah. On my current shelf, I actually have one of the brackets removed, so I can actually put some bigger plants on that part of the shelf. And I think that with this build, I won't do that. I will probably just keep it as it was intended, but we shall see about that. My plans oftentimes change, so I'm just gonna go ahead and try to unpack everything, get everything out of its box, and then we can see what we have to do. We probably have to work with these bigger pieces first, so let me just go ahead and look at my manual. In my opinion, this plant or this shelf is really, really nice as a plant display because the spacing in between the shelves isn't too small. Oftentimes I find with other shelves that the spacing between two shelves is just so little and there's literally no space for the plants. Now I will say plants definitely outgrow it quite fast. So it's meant more for smaller little plants, but I do have quite a few smaller plants, and I am getting a lot more into Hoyas, which are obviously by nature just smaller. So that display will probably mostly house my Hoyas, maybe some trailing plants, because I think it would be really stunning if we just had some trailing plants over in this section. I think that will be very, very neat. Also, I am so excited because I see the sun is coming out, and boy, we haven't seen the sun in quite some time because where I live, I am surrounded by 3 rivers, so it's always gloomy, it's always dark, it's always nasty. So yeah, I'm very happy to see the sun. Alrighty, so these bottom parts are secured, and now we basically have to do the same thing for the rest of the shelf, I believe. We screwed all of these little horizontal pieces along this big vertical piece. So now we have to put the other big vertical piece on top and repeat the whole process of screwing it in. Big boy, ooh, be careful, be careful. Also, when building any sort of furniture, maybe get help. Like, I oftentimes just build everything myself, but I have quite a bit of experience doing this kind of stuff. But if you are a novice, please grab yourself a buddy or a parent or a sibling or a partner or whomever to help you out, because especially for this part can be a little bit finicky if you're doing it on your own, but just do it slowly, do it mindfully, and do not hurt yourself. I repeat, do not freaking hurt yourself. Come on, you little bastard. Our base is pretty much done. And now we're just gonna go ahead and add these supports in the middle of the shelf. So I just put this piece around this frame, and this is gonna be the top of the shelf. So let's go ahead and put her in place and put her together and see what she looks like. The main construction is done. This took longer than expected, but she is done. So we're gonna go ahead and put her in her place, adjust all faces, put on the glass, and then we can continue with styling her and making her all pretty. Let's go, girl. There we go. How does that look? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I think that's stunning. I think that's so pretty. I think this is gonna be so great because it's gonna match the VITTSJÖ shelf over there. And once I fill this and make it all nice and planty, I think it'll look really, really pretty. Let's put the glass on. Very important note, I am actually not gonna fasten this to any wall because I don't have a wall. But if you do, I highly recommend you actually secure this to a wall, especially if you have children or pets, or you live in a zone that gets frequent earthquakes, because yeah, you just don't want anything to happen. And this is like a pretty tall shelf. It has glass. It'll probably have like ceramics if you have like plants and pots on there. And on the note of pots, if you're gonna use ceramic pots or stoneware or something like that, make sure you put those little furniture pads at the bottom, because this glass scratches really, really easily. So just a few safety precautions. Do as I do as I say, not as I do. Let's get to unboxing these grow lights. I ordered some grow lights from Amazon, and we're gonna see how they will do. This is my, got the box upside down. I'm trying out some new grow lights from Amazon. They are basically, they're basically like a Barina dupe. Now, of course, I live in Croatia, so we don't have Amazon over here, so I have to order from the German Amazon, and the German Amazon has a lot less options when it comes to grow lights, so I don't think we actually have like the official Barina ones, at least not the T5. But I found from another company, which is called Moja. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure, but they pretty much look the same as the Barina grow lights. They are also the T5 ones. They're connectable. They are unfortunately only a foot long. Like, they didn't have the 2-foot version. They had the 2-foot version in the UK Amazon, but then I would have to pay for shipping, which was like super crazy expensive, and I didn't want to do that. So I got 2 packs and 4 are in each, so I can always like kind of connect them and make them into bigger grow lights if need be. Also, there is literally a storm happening outside, so if you're hearing anything, it's the storm, it's the rain, it's the thunder. It was super warm this morning for no freaking reason, and then it just started to get windy and rainy. Alrighty, here we go. Let's unbox this bad boy. Now, I do have some other grow lights from Amazon, some like cheapy grow lights, and they work. Are they the best? Probably not, but honestly, they work. That's all I really care about. So, ooh, we have a lot of stuff here. A lot of stuff, but these are the grow lights. They're so itty bitty titty. But yeah, they're basically, I believe they're basically the same thing as the Barina ones. But they are super small, which I'm not sure how I feel about it, but we'll see. As long as they work and provide my plants with enough light, I'll be fine. And yeah, like I said, I have some other grow lights from Amazon and they do the job fine. I feel like there are some plants that do really well under grow lights and some that just don't do well under grow lights. So I think it's just all about kind of experimenting and seeing what works for you. But one of the reasons why I actually chose these grow lights and why I actually like them, well, first of all, they have the black housing, which means they will blend nicely into my shelves. The other ones that I have are kind of like, they have the silver aluminum little housing, and they don't look that pretty, honestly. And these are just sleek and black, which I really like. One of the other reasons why I picked these is because they can actually be attached via a magnet, which I think is so freaking cool. So basically what I'm thinking of is putting 2 of each over here, and then on this side, kind of like in a zigzag formation. And then on the opposite side, I would just put some little cute tchotchkes because I don't have like that many plants to fill up this whole shelf, and I also just want to have room for expansion if I ever want to make this into a full-blown plant shelf. But as for right now, I just want like a couple of plants, you know, here and there. So let's go ahead and see how this will work. I've seen people put like 2 like this, and that seems like a good setup, but I could also kind of connect them and have them like this. But you know what? Actually, I would just want to test out how bright these lights are before I make my final decision, because maybe they'll be like super, super bright. Another reason why I actually picked up these lights is because the little connecting cable is super freaking long. The connecting cable on my other lights is like what, maybe 30-40 centimeters, very short, and it's hard to like connect them between the shelves, but this one is super long. That's what she said. Alrighty, so this is the last one. Am I putting it right? Yeah, there we go. Perfect, they're all on. So we have 2 over here, 2 over here, and 2 over here. Now we're finally gonna do the fun part, which is actually styling it. I am so excited. Well, first of all, we should probably set up the cables. Now, I am absolutely dreadful with cable management, so will this look good? No. Do I care? No. I don't want the cables to be in the front of this thing. What was that noise? What I mentioned earlier about these cables being great because they're long. Yes, it's great when you have to wire them between the shelves, but when they're like next to each other, I wish we had a shorter option, because now I have this huge ass cable that I have to somehow manage. I'm not sure how. I guess I'll just kind of hide it behind here. Yeah, I'll deal with that later. I am horrible when it comes to cable management. I really don't care what it looks like, truth be told. Especially once the plants are put in, it's all gonna just look nice either way. So if it's a little unruly, I don't mind it. Shows character, am I right? Personality. Lord knows our world is the pride of personality as is. But yeah, I can just tuck them behind here and it doesn't look too bad, so it'll all be fine. And final one. There we go, perfect. I'm just gonna put the little cap thingy. They send you these little cap thingies that you should put at the end of the light. So yeah, now we can take care of these cables somehow. Did I do the best job? No. Do I care? Also negative, but I think I did a pretty good job. Like, they're not too obvious. So I'm fine with this. Let's freaking style this thing finally. It's plant time. And the first plant I want to put on here is my Hoya Croniana Eskimo. And this is a plant that I was struggling to find space for this plant because she is so freaking long, and I used to actually have her growing on a trellis, but I removed it because, I don't know, I just didn't like it. And my idea, I don't know if this is gonna work out, but my idea is to put her down here and then kind of wrap her vines around the little frame of the shelf, and hopefully she will attach and actually grow and kind of overgrow this area. That would be really cool. Another plant that I think I want to move over here is my Hoya Crimson Princess. She is a large and in charge, chunky yet funky, and I think she would look really stunning just over here in this area. And I think this is probably, maybe I'll put like a small plant over here, but I think just her alone here in this area is such a fun statement piece, and I absolutely love this plant. So like I said, I am just gonna fill the rest of the shelf with some tchotchkes, and I'm gonna use this cute little print. This artist has like a lot of cute little cat illustrations, and they're all so freaking adorable, and I love them. And honestly, I love putting a nice frame on a bookshelf, especially if it has like some kind of lighting or cables, because I feel like it hides some of the cables. Also have these cute little things from IKEA. They're like little baskets, and I really like these guys. So I'm just gonna plop these down here as well. They also come in a set of 3, so I also have a small little buddy that I'm gonna put over here. Oh, that looks so adorable. I am not like a styling genius, but I do think that the important thing when it comes to styling is just variety, and I like to adhere by the rule of thirds, so having kind of 3 objects and then making sure that there is variety within those 3 objects, and they don't have to be like 3 objects. For example, these 2 are 2 separate items, right? But if I place this on top, I think this is now considered its own object or just one item. And variety is key. Variety is key. I also have another little from IKEA. You can tell I have a lot of IKEA furniture, but I just love it. It's affordable, it's good quality, and I think I'm gonna put this guy maybe over here. We'll see. We'll see. I have my Maranta Lemon Lime, and I was thinking of maybe putting her onto the shelf, because yeah, I don't know, she's not getting enough light where she is at currently, and I do love Marantas, but I don't know, this one has been giving me some trouble, so I do think I'll just put her here and I will see how I will feel about her, I guess. Another plant that could definitely use some more love and light is my string of pearls, and she's not looking terrible. She's not looking terrible, but at the top she is looking a little bit scraggly and has like some dead little nobbins, whatever they're called. And I definitely have to clean her up at some point, but that point won't be today, honey. Not today, Satan, but I think she just looks so cute, right? So cute. Trailing plants are perfect for such shelves. I have been really in love with this plant lately. This is my Sansevieria Moonshine. And I don't know, people say Sansevierias are boring. I am people. But this one, for some reason, just in the past couple of months has really caught my eye, and I think she looks lovely. Now, she's a little bit maybe too tall for this shelf, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I think that kind of works. I think it kind of works, so I think I'll just leave her there. I think that's turning out really pretty so far. Love me a good little candle holder, so I will put this one behind the lamp. And see what I'm talking about? We have like a high element, and then we have like a lower element. And then over here, I'm gonna put something even smaller, which will be, I don't know. You know what? I have my cute little Ikebana vase. I'm not using it right now, so I think this could look cute. Just like very simple, kind of minimal. I don't know. I love to style my shelves with books, and I know some people think this is sacrilege because they treat their books with care and love, but honestly, once I read a book, I don't care about it anymore. So I like to use it as a little display unit. So this is the last book I read, which is The God of Woods. Really good book. Didn't like the ending at all, but really good book. So I'm just gonna put her under the ikebana. And see, now this little portion, the book and the ikebana vase, is one object. I need more plants. This is my alocasia silver dragon, and she hasn't been growing too much for me lately, and I mean, she still looks really gorgeous, and I absolutely love this plant. So I do feel like I want to put her here, and maybe even next to the Hoya. No, I don't like that. Too busy. I'll put it down here. I'll put it down here next to the other Hoya, because that way she will actually get good lighting. I think that's freaking adorable. Maybe we could put like a smaller plant over here, something that doesn't require a lot of light. And I think I might have the perfect candidate, which is my little begonia albopicta. It's the only begonia in my I feel like I said that weirdly. It's the only begonia in my collection. I think she looks so cute there, so I'm gonna keep that. Now this area down here is a little bit awkward because it is hidden behind the actual couch partially, so I don't think I want to put anything like major there. I might just put some, I have some Demon Slayer mangas that I haven't read. I don't know. I love books and I love anime. Anime was one of my biggest passions when I was a child. It's what got me into art and basically my career now. So yeah, I love anime, but I haven't watched any in a long time. Well, the only thing I really watch is Demon Slayers. I watch Spy X Family, and what's another anime I watched recently? I don't remember. But yeah, I don't watch them as much, but for some reason I never got into mangas, and I was trying to get into mangas, particularly with Demon Slayer, because I really love the art style of Demon Slayer, but it just didn't hit. I have a little Tanjiro figurine, so I'm gonna put him next to the mangas so he can protect them. I think I am done. Now, this is of course all subject to change because I can never make up my mind and I am very indecisive. However, I think we did good. So this is what she is looking like. Also the mess, ignore that. But yeah, I think she is looking really cute. So on the top shelf, we have just a couple plants here, a couple accessories here. Then we have a couple plants here, accessories here, plants here, accessories here. And I really like that kind of the flow because it kind of, I don't know, it just gives a nice little visual element, and I think it looks really lovely in combination with my VITTSJÖ shelf over there. Now, of course, the lights are different than on that shelf, but honestly, personally, I do not mind. But speaking of lights, I will actually set them up and see what they're looking like. I actually want to do one more thing that I said I was gonna do and then completely forgot, which is wrap this Hoya Croniana around this little shelf and see how that will look. I don't know if it will look good, but there's no harm in trying. So as far as I know, Hoyas like to be wind up counterclockwise. So clockwise is, I always have to do, this is so silly. I always have to do the motion with my hands because otherwise I do not know what counter or clockwise is. So I always have to kind of envision a clock in front of me and do the little hand gesture. It's so silly. I know, but yeah, I'm just gonna try to wrap her around and we will see. I don't know if this will work, but like I said, ain't no harm in trying. And I'm just gonna use some I'm just gonna use some green Velcro to secure it. I do wish I had some black Velcro. I mean, I can always get it, I guess, but yeah. Oh, that looks adorable, doesn't it? Can you even see? I don't know. I'll show you at the end. That looks so freaking precious. So I'm gonna wrap one more vine around here. And then I think the vines should kind of hold each other up, I suppose. This is a plant that I really, unfortunately, neglect. So if she does well here, I'll be happy. If she doesn't, it's all right. I can move her, give her a new home. Also, she is dropping leaves like hotcakes. She is dropping them like hot freaking cakes. But yeah, okay, so I think just that one vine on the side will do it. And I think that looks freaking adorable. Come on, that is so freaking precious. I love it. I love it. Come on, that is so precious. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Tell me that that's not the most precious thing you have ever seen in your life. But this is, oh, it's so precious. Now for the moment of truth, let's see how these grow lights look. Oh my God, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. They are a bit more yellow than my other ones, but honestly, I don't mind it. Also, they are definitely a lot dimmer. I am a little bit scared about my Carnosa because this area is very shaded, but we'll see how she does. I can always just move her back to her spot, but oh my God, I am so glad I got it. It's really beautiful. I think the plants on here will do amazing, and it's just such a cute little display. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it might have been a little bit chaotic, but I do appreciate you all so much. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more because it really helps me out. And above everything else, I would love to hear your comments, your thoughts, and your opinions. So let me know, do you like the shelf? Do you dislike it? Do you like the lights? Do you dislike them? Let me know all your opinions. I'm open for anything and everything. Until next time, I hope you have an amazing, fantastic, fabulous day, and goodbye.